Intro. Every parent-to-be dreams of that first little kick. It's a flutter, a tap, a secret hello from the life growing inside. But what if it's more than just a greeting? What if those tiny movements are actually the first signs of your baby building their very own brain? Scientists have made an incredible discovery. With every kick, your baby is actively mapping their own body and wiring their senses for life on the outside. So, let's break down the amazing science of how your baby's kicks are building their brain, one wiggle at a time. Section 1. The scientific revelation. For years, we've thought of kicks as just a sign of a healthy, active baby. But it turns out there's something much deeper going on. Research shows that these movements, especially in the third trimester, are essential for brain development. When your baby moves a limb, it creates a burst of sensory information that helps the brain develop a map of the body. Think of it like this: your baby is learning what it feels like to have a body before they're even born. They're figuring out where their arms and legs are and how to control them. Neuroscientists, including researchers like Dr. Lorenzo Fabrizi at University College London, explain that this self-generated movement is a key part of how the brain's sensory pathways get built. These neural pathways are the foundation they'll need to coordinate their movements and explore the world once they arrive. Every kick, jab, and wiggle is a meaningful act of self-construction. Section 2. The chronological timeline. Early movements. This amazing process starts much earlier than you might think. Your baby actually begins moving around 12 weeks into pregnancy, but you likely won't feel a thing. At this stage, they're just too tiny for their movements to be noticeable. Even though you can't feel it, these early wiggles are already starting to wire the brain and body together. Between weeks 16 and 25, you might start to feel the very first hints of movement. This milestone is known as quickening. For first-time moms, it's common not to notice these sensations until around week 20 or even later, while experienced moms might feel them as early as 13 to 16 weeks. Section 3. Feeling the first kicks. Quickening. So, what does quickening actually feel like? It's different for everyone and can be so subtle that it's easy to mistake for gas or a muscle twitch. Many describe it as gentle flutters, like butterflies in your stomach, tiny popping bubbles, or a light tapping. These first movements are faint, but as the weeks go on, they'll become stronger and much more distinct. A few things can influence when you first feel these flutters. If you have an anterior placenta, meaning it's positioned at the front of your belly, it can act like a cushion, muffling the kicks and making you wait a bit longer to feel them. You are also more likely to notice those first movements when you're sitting or lying down quietly, without other distractions. Section 4. Establishing a pattern. By week 24, your baby's movements start to become more established, and by week 28, they're moving with surprising frequency and force. Some of those jabs might even take your breath away. As they get bigger and have less space, the sharp kicks might turn into more of a rolling or stretching feeling. And this isn't just random activity. Your baby is responding to their world. They react to sounds, your movements, and even what you eat. Many parents-to-be find their babies are most active between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. This is your baby's unique rhythm, and getting to know their pattern is one of the most important ways to monitor their well-being. Section 5. Beyond the brain. A full-body workout. While building the brain is a huge part of it, these kicks are also giving your baby a full-body workout. Each movement strengthens muscles, getting them ready for life on the outside. This activity also puts gentle stress on their developing skeleton, which is crucial for healthy bone growth and forming strong joints. It's all connected. The kicks build the brain's map of the body, and at the same time, they build the body itself, making sure your baby is strong and coordinated from day one. CTA, knowing what's happening behind the scenes makes every little flutter feel even more special, doesn't it? If you're fascinated by the science of pregnancy and want more insights into your baby's world, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Then, check out our next video on the surprising things your baby can already hear in the womb. Conclusion: so, those flutters, jabs, and rolls are so much more than just random movements. They're the signs of a brilliant, active process of creation. Your baby isn't just waiting around to be born, they're their own first teacher and their own first architect, diligently building their brain and body for the world they're about to enter. It's a powerful reminder that the journey of learning and development begins long before their first breath.